probably will be the most talked about game, probably the most sought out game, and that's going to be Colorado, number 19, 3-0, going against Oregon, 3-0, number 10. This is Deion's first game going into the Pac 12 conference, and this is huge because he's going against who a lot feel are the best in the conference in Oregon, and some will argue and say it's going to be USC. Some will argue and say it's Utah. Some will argue and say it's Washington. But today, it's going to be Oregon. I mean, Saturday. So with that, you have a very keen matchup between these two teams that you have a lot of people who are ready to watch Deion and his crew get absolutely obliterated especially after what happened last week. There was a lot of things that happened in that game that were very unnecessary. From the late hit on Travis Hunter and from Deion Sanders thinking that it was okay to put his finger in somebody's eyes because he was mad that he was getting sacked and harassed the whole game. It's starting to become a little bit too much of an ego twist with this team, and I think that they need to be brought back to reality. That's what a lot of people are thinking. So now they have went from being heroes to somewhat being villains coming into this game, and also being kind of a charity case because a lot of people were so quick to want to suspend everybody once Travis Hunter got hurt with a simple football play that a lot of people probably will say, oh, it was a late hit, it was this, that, and the third. Man, it was football. I've seen guys get lit up even crazier than that. Not one flag got thrown. Luckily, a flag was thrown. They got a penalty, and everybody on Colorado's side understood it was football. Everybody who's rooting for Colorado just wants to kill the dude. So it's just it's getting a little bit out of hand, and now we're starting to kind of protect the team that you don't really need to protect in Colorado because at the end of the day, this is a show and prove sport, and they have to keep showing improving. And this game is the biggest test that they have in front of us. Oregon has really the most pressure ever because everybody's expecting them to blow them away. Oregon has the quarterback who's like 30 years old already in Bo Nix, who should be able to dominate this Colorado defense that's absolutely pathetic. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. They're not a good defense, all right? And I say that in very nicely because they literally sat there and let Colorado State drop 35 points on them. Colorado State couldn't even get past the 10-point mark against Washington State. So it goes to show you that there's levels to this. Washington State has an established defense. Colorado is still trying to figure it out. There will be some things, though, that they'll do that Oregon hasn't seen yet. And that's what the best part of having an NFL head coach, NFL player as your head coach, and having former NFL staff members as his assistants. So this should be something that helps Colorado stay in the game and stay competitive. I don't know if they win, but I know one thing, they're going to cover that 21-point spread. So I'm going to go ahead and take that, and we move forward from there. So pretty much next we have ourselves